You're standing in a store, holding a top in a color you used to love, and something feels off. Not wrong exactly, just off. And you can't explain why. So you put it back, you go home, you open your closet, and you feel nothing. This happens so much after 40, not because your taste got worse, because your coloring changed. And nobody tells you that when it happens. So most women spend years buying the same colors that once worked, wondering why they feel washed out, tired, somehow less like themselves. Today, I'm going to walk you through what actually changes in your coloring as you age and how to build a palette that works with where you are right now, not where you were at 28. Let's start with what's actually happening in your skin and hair after 40, because once you understand the mechanism, the rest makes sense. The first thing that changes is contrast. When you're younger, there's usually a noticeable difference between your hair color, your skin, and your eyes. That contrast does a lot of work. It gives your face definition. It means you can wear high contrast outfits, bright white, jet black, bold jewel tones, and look sharp in them, because the outfit contrast echoes the natural contrast in your face. As we age, that contrast softens. Hair lightens or grays, brows fade. The boundary between skin tone and hair color blurs. This is not a flaw, it's a shift. But it means that the same high contrast outfit that used to make you look striking can now make you look washed out, because it's creating contrast the face isn't echoing back. The second thing that changes is undertone expression. Your undertone, whether you run warm, cool, or neutral, doesn't disappear, but your skin's ability to express it clearly can diminish. Pigmentation gets more uneven, redness can become more prominent, the overall luminosity drops slightly. What this means practically is that colors, which used to sit comfortably on you, especially very saturated, very vivid ones, can start to feel like they're competing with your face rather than supporting it. And the third change is that your coloring often gets quieter, softer, more muted, which means the colors that now work best for you are often softer and more muted too. Not dull, not boring, quieter. There's a difference. Here's the first thing I want you to do. I call it a contrast audit. Stand in front of a mirror in natural light, not bathroom lighting, not ring light, actual daylight, or close to a window. Pull your hair back if you can. Look at 3 things: your hair, your skin, your eyes. How much contrast is there between them? If the answer is a lot, strong dark hair, clearly defined brows, noticeable variation in color between your features, you're still a high contrast person. You can carry bolder, cleaner, more graphic colors. You probably don't need to change as much as you think. If the answer is moderate to soft, your hair and skin are reading fairly close in value, your brows have faded, things feel quieter overall, you're a lower contrast person right now, and that's perfectly fine, but it means you need lower contrast clothing colors to stay in harmony with your face. The mistake most people make is buying clothes based on what they like on the hanger. A vivid cobalt blue can be beautiful in the store and look jarring against a lower contrast face. Not because the color is bad, because the contrast is mismatched. Your clothes should not have more contrast than your face. That's the rule. When they do, the clothes wear you. When they match your echo, you wear the clothes. Next, your undertones. This matters more than most people realize, and it's also where the most outdated advice lives. You've probably heard the vein test. Blue-green veins mean cool undertone, green veins mean warm. It's a starting point, not a verdict. A better method is to look at what happens to your face in different colored light or next to different colored fabrics. Here's a simple test. Take a piece of bright white fabric and hold it near your face. Then take a piece of cream or ivory. Which one makes your skin look more alive, more even, more glowing? If white wins, you're leaning cool. If cream wins, you're leaning warm. If neither is noticeably better, you're likely neutral. This matters a lot for your palette because one of the most common mistakes women make after 40 is reaching for stark white because it reads as clean, fresh, modern. But if you run warm, bright white can make you look tired or washed out. Soft white, cream, warm ivory, oyster, those are your whites. And if you run cool, ivory can look a little yellow or dingy against your skin. Bright white, icy pink, soft lavender, cool gray, that's your lane. Now here's the nuance that doesn't get talked about enough. Saturation matters as much as undertone, especially after 40. Very saturated, very vivid colors, electric blue, neon orange, hot pink, look beautiful on skin that has a lot of its own luminosity. If your skin has quieted down a bit, which is natural, those colors don't reflect off your face the same way. They can look harsh, or they can make your skin look uneven. What tends to work better are toned versions of those same colors. Dusty blue instead of electric blue, terracotta instead of orange, berry instead of hot pink. Same color family, lower saturation, more nuance. These don't drain luminosity. They flatter the warmth and softness that's already there. Building your actual palette. Let's make this practical. When you're building a palette, you want 3 layers. Your first layer is your neutrals, the grays, navies, creams, taupes, camel, chocolate browns, blacks. These are the foundational pieces. After 40, your neutral zone should almost certainly expand to include at least a couple of soft, warm neutrals if you don't already have them. Camel, warm taupe, soft ivory. These tend to read as sophisticated without the harshness that stark contrast creates. Your second layer is your core colors, the 2 to 4 colors that you come back to consistently, that you know work on your face. These should be softer versions of the colors you love. Take your favorite color. Now imagine it mixed with a little gray, a little earth, a little smoke. That muted version? That's probably your sweet spot. Your third layer is accent colors. The things you wear closer to your face in small doses. Scarves, lipstick, earrings, a collar. These can be bolder because they're used in small amounts and they punctuate the look without overwhelming your coloring. The easiest way to test any color is to take a photo of yourself in natural light wearing it. Not a mirror check, a photo. Mirrors are flattering liars. A photo will show you immediately whether a color is making your face look alive or tired. Do this consistently and you'll build intuition fast. One last thing, and this is the thing I most want you to hold on to. Finding your palette after 40 is not about restriction. It's not about playing it safe or dressing for your age or muting yourself down. It's about accuracy. It's about understanding the raw material you're working with right now, which is a face that has more softness, more history, more complexity in it than it did 20 years ago, and choosing colors that meet you there. The colors that work now aren't lesser colors. They're often more interesting colors, richer, more nuanced, more specific, less about being seen from across a room, and more about how you look in real proximity in real light. That's not a loss. That's refinement. Your palette is there. You just need to look at yourself clearly and let the colors follow.